We are live at Fortson High School for Cedars FC hosting Troy United in the Midwest Premier League. Match play here should be a pretty exciting game considering the offensive prowess of these two teams. I know that friendlies don't always translate to league play, but Troy has had their fair share of success. I think just ransacking one of their opponents 9-0 and having some success in front of the net with Lansing Common taking them down 5-3 in front of over 1,000 fans. So they've also capitalized on their first game for the 2024 season, beating Futsal Factory 4-1 at their own field. So I know they're looking to keep that pace up here against a strong Cedars side who have logged 1.5 games in league play. They brought down the defending champs Inter Detroit 6-2, and their most recent Midwest Premier League game against Livonia City FC got postponed halfway through the game due to some rough weather that I know derailed quite a few teams playing in this league the other week. They were up 1-0 at the time, however, with a goal coming from Salah in the 28th minute. So as we get ready to kick off here, Cedars in black, headed from right to left, and Troy in white, going the opposite direction. We've got our starting lineup. Troy United just waiting for the refs to get situated, and we will be underway here. Troy United coming in with Swancut in net. They've got Henson, Sawyer, Reardon, and Reynolds. Looks like they're playing a 3-back. At least that's how they're lined up. It's a 3-4-3. Dupois, Coyote, Lopez, and Shigira, with Thompson and Nicholson floating around up top. Get the game going here. Pass along the back. Early pressure from Cedars. Like I said, both of these teams are off to a pretty hot start, and I expect to see more of the same in this match. Of course, the announcer's curse deems that this game will be 0-0 now that I've said it. Troy United plays a deep ball through. Corralled in the corner. Ooh, snakes his way through a couple challenges. Gets a little souvenir scrape for his efforts, but clean defending by the Cedars to shepherd the ball out. Got a throw in for Troy United. Starting for the Cedars, we've got in no particular order Rolando Benitez, Nafali Diallo, Papa Masar Dial, Ahmad Hamad, Mohamed Isa, Kalen Matas Castillo, Harun Oda, Mabruk Salah, Ahmed Salman, Andrew Schwartz, and Abed Sweetan. Got a deep throw from the Cedars. Goes straight back into possession for Troy, but we got a foot race here. Cedars picked the ball up actually off of that center back retreating, but he does a good job snuffing that out. Cedars with some possession play, playing it from right to left. Ooh. Potentially costly turnover here in the middle of the field. Troy United is breaking quickly. Oh, last defender does a fantastic job getting his body in the way. Good physical play, good physical presence. He does exactly what is required to stem that attack. That was a dangerous looking fast break. Cedars play it back to the keeper. And both teams pressing pretty high early on here. They're not shy about getting forward and forcing quality from their opponents out of the back line. Cedars knocking it around between their back line and their midfield. Looking for a long through ball up the middle. Headed away by Troy United center back. Ball's still live here. And we have it at the feet of Troy United goalkeeper. Both teams showing off some speed here in the transition play. And defensively, we've got a full court press coming from the Cedars that's looking pretty effective right now. Back to the keeper. Cedars calm in possession, trying to coax that Troy United team out of their shell, if there is a shell. Playing 3 in the back, so Troy's got 5 players up there. It's almost man-to-man at this point. Cedars doing a good job keeping possession, using their goalie, bouncing it off of them. Long ball up to their center forward, brings it down, and we're right back to the CDM. Here comes another through ball attempt. This time gets over the defense. Troy breaks it up. And here they come on the counter. There's some back and forth giveaways happening here. You take it. No, you take it. Got the ball back at the feet or Cedars back line. They're really using their 6. Every other pass seems to find up to his feet. And these long balls coming from deep into the midfield of the Cedars. Ooh, another giveaway. That's got to be the 6th or 7th giveaway in the last 3 minutes here. Both teams looking to attack quickly. And they're paying the price. Possession's not something we're too focused on just yet. We're only 5 minutes in, so I'm sure that will be rectified as we grow into the game here. Long throw to the other team. And the ball's back at the feet of the Michigan Cedars midfield. Another searching ball over the top. Gets sniffed out by the back line of Troy United. They look pretty comfortable in the air. Cedars might have to find a slightly less direct route if they want some sniffs on goal here early in the game. Good physical play here between the center forward and the center back. But we've got another giveaway, and the ball is back at the feet of Cedars goalkeeper. Long ball to midfield. Here we go up the right side. They're breaking with numbers. We got about a 4-on-4 here. He's coasting through the... Oh, gets a shot off It's on target, but just doesn't have the steam required to overpower Troy goalkeeper Swancut. Here we go. We got our game's first foul right at the 50. Free kick, Troy United. Ball gets swung across this back three. Bouncing off the midfield. Both teams looking real solid defensively so far, having weathered the punches. Troy United looks to test that theory with a shot. Shot was on target, took a deflection off the Cedars defender and safely gathered up by Cedars goalkeeper. Short play continues. Ball's back at the back line. The Cedars again breaking up the right side, and we have another giveaway to Troy United right in the midfield, who then pumps a long ball to a horrendously offside center forward who is still getting back into position, so he lets it go. And it ends up in the arms of the goalkeeper for Cedars. But they're back on the break and attacking up the left side here. Oh, pretty clean play. So far we've seen some pretty physical defending, but solid challenges on the ball. Definitely no complaints coming from the other team. This one goes out for a Cedars throw-in. We're pretty deep up the field though, and they're gearing up for a long throw. They've got 5 tall guys standing in the box ready for this one. Troy's been pretty solid in the air so far. This is going to be their first test from the cross, and it's well dealt with. Looks like the ball is headed back to the goalkeeper and is flagged for offsides. Kick is quickly taken. We've got it at the feet of Troy United's goalkeeper yet again. And here they come up the right side. Some good incisive passing here. Troy United's probing. Takes a shot from, man, at least 35 yards there. Goalkeeper got behind it. Wasn't a clean catch, but didn't end up in the net, so all is forgiven there. You never know with those deep shots when the wind's blowing. It's been gusted in and out, so always worth a peek at net. Sometimes those goalies will be off their line. You can catch them, but Cedars look prepared for that. Troy United doing a great job skipping their lines and finding their center forwards. But yet again, Cedars defending solid. Snuffs that one out. Now, these two clubs are very, very different histories. On one hand, we've got Troy United, fresh to the scene, post-pandemic. Club was created, very, very well organized, solid tryouts, and I think they're gonna have to show, I mean, their growth over the past 3 years has been impressive. They had a rough outing in the Midwest Premier League last year, but I'm pretty sure they actually beat the winners of it all. I mean, so we got one club who's been around for 3 years. Corner kick comes for nothing. Cedars is countering here. Got some open space, and if they can hit him with speed, great recovering run by our Troy United midfielder. Gets back, breaks it up, knocks it out for a throw. And we've got a whistle for a handball in the midfield here. Cedars take it quick, ends up at the 6, bounces it back to the kick taker. And we're back in action. So Troy's been around for a couple years. Meanwhile, Cedars, in one respect or another, have been around for over 40 years. In the 80s, they were the Michigan Star, or the Dearborn Stars, and they've been playing in this area, 42 years. 1982 is when they came about. They've played under a couple names in a couple leagues. I know the Michigan Premier Soccer League, the MPSL. They've got 12 years in that league under the name of the Dearborn Stars. And Michigan Sporting played in Division I for quite a while. Very challenging team to beat in that division. And I think outgrew that division. Foul here. Not much in it, but definitely a foul. We got a Troy United free kick about 40 yards out. And so they've got 12 years in the Midwest Premier League. Oh, man. Michigan Premier Soccer League. They've got 4 years in the UPSL. And they've been a strong opponent in the Midwest Premier League, which, of course, is a fairly young league. Freshly built and rapidly growing with multiple divisions across the entire Midwest. But they're no slouch. This goes to show that having history to draw from is certainly a help, but not a requirement. We got our first yellow card of the game. Foul by a Cedars midfielder. Looks like number 6. Didn't quite catch who got that one. But here we are, 15 minutes in. We logged our first yellow. Bump in the back. Troy United set to take this from about 45 out. This will be the first aerial test for the Cedars defense, I believe. Ball comes in. It's popped up. We got 50-50 ball. Ooh. Standing shot just wide right. Goalkeeper looked pretty comfortable with that one. And it all comes to nothing. Cedars goal kick. Got another turnover in the midfield. You know, there have been a lot of turnovers, but not in the danger zones. You know, when it happens right around that halfway yard line, you've got a disciplined team around you. Defenders in position, midfielders quick to pressure. Oh, we got a great tackle there by Troy. Stays at the feet of the Cedars midfielder, and we got another long ball over the top. Cedars are in. Oh, another giveaway. There we go. Just need to be a little sharper in possession, and I think that's the main reason we're looking at 2-0s here on the game sheet. Cedars attacking up the right side now. Gears up to cross, lays it back instead. Real patient play. They're waiting to see the gaps. Cedars. Troy squeezes possession out of him once more. Hold up play at the center forward, falls through. Cedars have the ball at the back line. Quick wall pass. just like that, they're 30 yards up the field, playing someone through. Just can't quite stop it. Now we got linesman's calling a corner, but the center is correctly signaling for a goal kick. And that's not on the linesman. You know, when you've got bodies between you and the ball, you got to go off of, you know, your best judgment. But the center ref was right in there, and he saw that that was actually a spin from the ball that took it out of bounds off of a Cedars player and overturns it for a goal kick. You love to see that from a ref and crew. Good communication early on. Been pretty consistent. Cedars backline in a little bit of trouble there. Smartly knocks the ball off of the shin pad of the Troy forward for a throw in. Got some crafty play here on the right side by the Cedars player. But you can only get through so many bodies. Center ref deems that to be a little too heavy of a challenge. We've got a Cedars free kick at their back line. Quick possession play to get us restarted here. 18 minutes in, no one's panicking. Plenty of game ahead of us. You never know what's going to come here, and these two teams are very capable of scoring, and they know that. So I know that Troy historically is just a hot start team, and you saw that in the Lansing Common friendly. Up 4-1 at halftime against a very, very strong Lansing Common side. And they came blazing back a little bit in the second half, but couldn't quite squeeze it out and squeeze out the comeback. And Troy United came away with a very respectable 5-3 win in a packed Lansing house. So they're sending another long ball in over the top. Cedars defender deals with it, flicks it out, and we have our second Troy United corner. Pretty respectful match so far, some tough play. Both teams proven that they certainly belong near the top of the table, which is, you know, where every team thinks they belong, but only one person gets to crest it at the end of the season. And these are the types of games you have to win to set the pace, because you never know when you're gonna have an opponent that gets hot, a couple surprise results. So both these teams are looking to get the most out of this, despite playing. Ooh, here we go, another turnover in the midfield. Ref says no foul. I'd have to agree with that one. Cedars are attacking up this left side again, testing out this back three. And yet again, Troy United's back three holding strong. Ball goes out for a Cedars throw. Once again, we've got Cedars FC hosting Troy United FC. Cedars in black going right to left. Troy in white going left to right. You can't really see it from up here, but these Troy United jerseys are pretty cool. Definitely have some craftiness to them. The soft gold accents. Strong play by the Cedar center forward to see that one out for a throw. And they've got another throw deep down the field here. No corners yet for Cedars. And that cross is not what the doctor ordered. The goalkeeper scoops that up, and he'll hope to see many, many more crosses like that as this game goes on. Goalie testing the seams of the ball here. Launching it about 70 yards up the field. Just over the head of the forward. And we have it on the other side at the feet of the Cedars goalkeeper. We got some patient play starting up. Now we've only seen one shot on net so far, 22 minutes into the game. And I really am surprised that we've only got one on net. We've got some block shots. The one that was on net was a little anemic and didn't really have the juice required to beat the Troy goalkeeper. Had great placement, just needed a little bit more zip, and we would have had ourselves a candidate for our first goal, but these back lines are proving to be pretty resilient. Here we go. Quick throw right to the defender. Troy United's back on the attack, got the ball inside the box. CDM comes in and snuffs it out. I didn't see if that was a corner or a throw. Looks like they're setting up for a throw-in. As soon as they get the ball, we'll be back in play here. Long throw. No one from Troy there to receive it. Goes to the Cedars back line, who duffs a clearance, stays in the box for a couple more seconds before getting swept out, and they're on the attack yet again up the right side. Drops it back, big switch. See if he can save it. He does, but only to the feet of the Troy United midfielder, who gives it right back. Cedars back on the attack. Shrugs off a tackle. Shot from distance. That one just did not dip enough. Sails over the uprights, and we've got a goal kick for Troy United. Dangerous moment for the Cedars. With all these turnovers, just goes to show if you can get on the right side of that, and you can really do some damage, because these teams are doing a full court press, and there's some room there. Solid organization from both teams as they feel each other out. Good, clean, physical play. And I'll say, as a player myself, this is the weather that you want. This is like a gentle breeze. 65, 70 degrees. I'm sure the lights will come on pretty soon here, and we've got ourselves a great summer soccer game. And I mean, if we could have this temperature for all of our games, I'm sure no one would be complaining. Now we'll see if that breeze affects anything later on here, because it's picking up and dropping off and picking up, and doesn't look like it's really played a part yet. Another long ball from Troy United. Trickles straight through everyone. Goalie collects. Cedars back in possession, coming out of the back line. We just have the one card, yellow card, in the 15th minute to Cedars, number 6. Looked like a pretty innocuous foul at the time, but I think the situation called for a yellow card, and the ref sniffed that one out and delivered. And you got to say, it probably set the tone here. Ref is playing advantage. Cedars attacking up the side here. Troy snuffs it out. I'm not sure if he's calling a second foul. Yep, he's calling a second foul up the field, and play has restarted. Coaching staff from Cedars just asking the question, hey, can we get a card on that one? Ref let that one go. Ooh, we got a dangerous situation. Wow, great hands from the goalkeeper of Troy United. Cedars slipped through, just snuck by the back line, and looks to lift it over the left shoulder of the goalkeeper, and he got his hand up real quick, swatted that down, collected it. Whoa, that is a dangerous challenge at first glance. He's already sitting on a yellow card, and Cedar's midfielder. Ooh. We let it go. There we go. We got our first goal of the game. Pretty risky challenge in the midfield pays off. The ref doesn't think much of it. Play continues up that right side, and Cedar's calm in possession. They're not really going too crazy. Just shifted past someone. Goalie makes a kick save. Number 15 picks that up from the top of the box. One-timer, low finish, right up the middle. So we have our first goal of the game. Cedars take a 1-0 lead. 27th minute, 28th minute. And I would be surprised if that's the last goal that we see here. I will say, call me sensitive, but number 6 from the Cedars living on the edge. Living on the edge. Came in showing his cleats a little bit. But man, did that gamble pay off, because it allowed them to attack up that right side. And as we've seen throughout this season, Cedars are not shy in front of net. That was just their 3rd shot on net, and they made it count. Took advantage of the goalkeeper who just recovering from the last shot. Nice kick save. Got it out away from his goal, but unfortunately for him, straight to the midfield. That was number 15, Rolando Benitez for the Cedars. Turned it home from the top of the box. Cedars in possession, knocking it back to the goalie. And Troy's picking up the pace a little bit with this pressure. They were already putting the Cedars under pretty quickly, and you gotta think that goal may have just sparked them. And Troy's gonna look to get that back before halftime. They got 15 minutes to respond. Cedars rides the challenge. Ref calls it. Cedars free kick. Long ball. Won by Troy United center back, but finds the Cedars player yet again, and a little give and go. Gives him through to the left side. Cross comes in low, high to the top of the box. Couldn't quite collect it. That's a tough one to collect when you got a guy breathing down your neck there, living in your jersey. And we have another yellow card, this time to Troy United's number 22. Cedars free kick, 35 yards out. Let's see what comes of this one. So we've got a card for each team now. Can't say there's nothing really to argue with on that one. Challenge came in late. Number 22 got a nice bite of the Cedars player, and earned himself a yellow. My dad always told me, if you're going to get a yellow card, make the other team feel it. Long ball over the top, nothing of it. Goes out for a goal kick. Said if you're gonna earn yourself a yellow, you better earn yourself a yellow. And both teams have, left a bruise, collected their card, and carried on respectfully. Certainly not a chippy game. Just fighting for possession, fighting for the ball. And cards are part of it. Cards are part of the game. Nice crafty play by number 3 here at Troy United. Gets the ball up the right side. Cross leaves a lot to be desired. Troy comes flying in on a challenge. And I believe the ref is stopping this for injury more so than a foul. From what I could see, ooh, he is giving a yellow card to number 8, Cedars. All right. Cedars picks up a second yellow here in the 32nd minute. That one goes to number 8. So we've got yellows for Harun Odeh and Abed Swedan. Those guys will have to watch themselves for the rest of the game here. Looks like the ref's getting a little bit more liberal with the cards. That's part of game management, though. Center ref laying down the law, letting them know what's a foul, what's not, what can be tolerated, and what's just a little too heavy. So as we wait for this restart, here we go. 35 yards out. Got a packed box. Pretty deep line from the Cedars. Looks like they deal with it pretty well. Muscling the Troy United player off the ball. Goes out for a Cedars throw-in. We're closing it on 35 minutes into the game, 1-0. Cedars FC hosting Troy United. Cedars in black, Troy in white. Both teams, whoop, just barely slips over the line there. The linesman's flag spares Troy United a 80-yard recovery sprint on what surely would have been a foot race there. Troy United's got the ball top of the box, off to the right side. Cross comes in. That's a great cross if there's a player there, which in this case, unfortunately for Troy United, there was not. But that's a dangerous area right across the top of the 6. Forces the goalie to really think about whether they want to come out and snag it or punch it, stay home. And oftentimes you see goalies make the wrong decision there. The ref is politely suggesting that the goalie speeds this one up a little bit. Fix your shin pads a little later on. Let's get this play underway. Long ball. Long goal kick for the first time from Cedars. And just gets eaten up by Troy's midfield. They're back in possession here. 40 yards out on the right side. Big switch. Now we're knocking along the back line. Troy's not panicked. Nice and calm. Great weighted long ball. Oh, just missed by the forward. You got to collect that. But mistake from the Cedars defender. Ooh, we have goalie collects it. Wow. You know, it looked like the Troy forward had missed the ball completely, but a fumble by the Cedars defender found its way straight back to the forward into the box. Gets a shot off and ricochets around in the box a little bit there. Goalie makes a save, comes back, knocks off the Cedars defender, and the goalie collects it. It's a heart-in-the-mouth moment for Cedars. And they escape unsaved. Troy's back in possession, though. They're attacking up the right side. Center back makes no mistake there. Cedars try to push up the left. Snuffed out. Throw in. Cedars right around midfield. Big long ball. Turnover midfield. Troy looks to capitalize here. See if you can pounce. Left-footed shot. Did that take a deflection? No. Just squirted it to the left of the goal. No danger. We'll call that a contested three-pointer. As we all know, when you got someone's hand in your face or foot in your business, it's tougher to convert those opportunities at the top of the box. Troy knocks it back to their goalie. As the sun sets here in Dearborn, I'm sure we'll see the lights in the second half. We've got two strong teams in a tightly contested match. Troy brings us back under possession. And look at this, Cedar's attackers are just all over the defense. Really putting them under pressure, forcing some quality from the back line. They look up to the task. Ooh, nice little flick over him. Probably put that one in the highlight reel. Cedar's coming up the left side again. Looking like they got some speed, and Troy snuffs that one out, rolls harmlessly to their goalkeeper. We're at Fordson High School, the home of the Tractors. It's quite the mascot. I've heard of a lot of mascots, but Tractors, that's a new one for me. Got a bunch of tractors on the field. Ooh. Cedar's goalie gives up possession here, 30 yards out. And Troy coughs it right back into the back line. Ooh, good challenge by that center back. Bounces off the Troy player and out for a throw. Deep, deep, deep along the right sideline for the Cedars defense. No complaints there from the Troy player. Pops right up, gives the ref a thumbs up. You were right. Play on. Ooh. Cedars player kicks out the legs of the Troy United midfielder, but we play advantage. They do not do much with that advantage. Cough it right back over to the other team. We've seen a lot of turnovers today, but there are moments like this that we're searching for. Big kick save by the goalie. Strong play from the center forward for Cedars as a through ball comes in. He muscles off his defender. He looked to slot in that lower left side. And Swan cuts that one out with his foot. Not afraid to use any and all parts of his body to keep that ball out of the net. Cedars tries a bicycle kick. That wasn't the greatest attempt. Goes out of bounds and kind of kicks out at the Troy player. I'm kind of surprised he got away with that one. Looks like the ref's having a word with him. Just took a bite out of him, takes his bicycle, and then right afterward just lifts his leg, gives Troy a problem, and we have a Mighty Ducks line change going on here for Troy. They're bringing on at least 5, maybe probably their entire line. They're looking to get some fresh feet on the field for this final 5 minutes. And Cedars really hasn't been utilizing their subs too much yet in this game. And I wonder if this tactical change is going to have an influence here, because there's a big difference between popping on for the first time and having been on the field running around for 40 minutes. It's been a lot of counterattacks, a lot of giveaways, players running up and down the field in recovery. And there's no doubt in the fitness of these guys on here. They are not slowing down, but there's something to be said for having 7 fresh faces on the field. I mean, those are players that the other team's not as familiar with. It looks to pay off here. Troy comes to the right side into the middle, coasting across the top of the box with the ball. just did enough there. Cedars defense back line to win it, and they're on the counter here. The 4-on-4 comes for nothing, and Troy's back in possession in the back line. Now on the flip side, it's nice having players who aren't tired, but got to knock the rust off. There's been an entire half of play between warm-ups and now, and you're sitting on the bench, getting cold. Long ball from Troy is collected by the Cedars goalkeeper comfortably at the top of his box. Sets it down, prefers to play from the feet. We haven't seen any punts yet today. Cedars back in possession. Long right up the middle, right to the other team. Turnover. It's won by Troy, and then they turn it right back over to Cedars. That's really been the name of the game today. More turnovers than collected passes in many cases here. And right as I say it, there's a turnover fumbled by the defender. Cedars forward picks it up. Looks to be sniffing in on goal, and goalie comes out and says, no thank you. Shuts the door. He's going to be a tough one to beat today. I know he's already had one slide past him, but that was only after he made a great kick save to keep that one out of his own net. The rebound was collected by Cedars. We got a turnover from the Troy backline. Cedars don't do much with it. Ball's back with Troy. Here come the Cedars up the middle. They got numbers. Streaking runner to the left side. Cedars with a sharp cut on the right side. He's in a dangerous area. Troy United snuffs that out. Defender steps in, knocks it out for a corner. Some crafty play there on the right side by the Cedars midfielder. He's sliced up his mark. In no time at all, he's 8 feet away from your goal, and that ball can bounce anywhere. Once that, defenders do a great job getting back and snuffing it out, but it's a matter of feet. That could be in the back of your net. Cross comes in, won by number 20, and one, honestly, that the ref calls foul. It's going to be at the feet. Troy United goalkeeper closing in on the 45th minute, and we see some subs here for the Cedars. Number 20, Diallo's coming in. He's a key player. I wonder if they were saving him. And stepping on the field. We'll see what happens as we restart play from the goalkeeper. That high press continues. Cedars 4 players all right up there with the back four, and making Troy sweat a little bit, but they deal with it nicely. Little fumble in the dribble. Unforced error. And here come the Cedars. This is a dangerous moment. Number 16, that passes a little heavy into the corner flag, but man, he's quick with the change of direction. Chopping left to right, right to left. Little shoulder fake. And his separation, he's going to be one to deal with for Troy. They've got a big back line. Great in the air. And Cedars are really testing their agility here with these one-on-one situations. This game has started to shift. Really, ever since that goal, the Cedars have started to slowly bring the average possession up the field. A little give and go play in the middle. Left-footed shot. Straight at the goalie. Got some good pace on it, but gonna have to pick out a corner to beat this keeper. He collects that very comfortably. We'll see how much added time we've got here. Not a whole lot's going on. We had a couple yellow cards and a goal, so you'd imagine there's probably going to be about 2 minutes of added time here. So we're probably looking a couple more seconds before we slide into halftime. Give and go, nothing coming. Troy's got a chance here. They got to throw in at about 50 yards out. They're going to have to act quickly if they want to get a opportunity from it. Cedars clear. Collected nicely at midfield. Here comes the through ball, and this guy's got some speed. Goalie comes out of his box. Eliminates the effort on that one. Very, very observant positioning from the Troy United goalkeeper. Sniffed out that through ball, came out, ended it before it started. Troy long ball, right to left. See if he can collect it. Left mid watches it coast by him. Goes out for a throw. As we ease our way towards halftime, Troy's looking for one more roll of the dice. Long ball from left to right this time, and that rolls harmlessly out for a goal kick. Quick word from our sponsors, and thank you to our friends and sponsors. That's halftime. Cedars head into the half 1-0. Soccer World for all your gear needs. Visit Soccer World, 3 Metro Detroit locations in Rochester, Brighton, and Canton, or visit them online at soccerworld.net. Also, Next Level Training, take your game to the next level with Michigan's premier soccer trainers. For more info and locations, visit nextleveltraining.com. And the Football Doc. The Football Doc delivers unparalleled care to his athletes, guiding them back to the pitch and empowering them to stay there with confidence. Learn more about Dr. Zach Atwood at thefootballdoc.com. That's FUTBOL doc.com. That's it for the first half. We've had some pretty good attacks here from both teams, and as we can see, the defense is up for the challenge. It looks like the Cedars have a bit of an edge in the opportunities category here. They've been able to get up both lines, left side and right side, and it's gotten pretty stretched for the Troy back line. They're playing with a back 3, and Cedars are sending the house. So once again, Cedars in black here at Fortson High School, playing at home, going into halftime with a 1-0 lead over Troy United. And we'll see where we land here. Like I said, these lights should come on pretty shortly as the sun sets. Beautiful day here in Dearborn, Michigan. We'll be back for the second half.
Dearborn, Detroit, Canton, Dearborn, Dearborn Heights. Everything you need. You can shop online at papayaexpress.com.
Weingarts has grown over the years. Really, as the customers' needs changed, we changed with their needs.
We've always believed that service goes beyond the sale, that it does not end when you buy a product. Our relationship is just beginning.
We carry top brands like Exmark, Toro, Honda, Cub Cadet, and more. See the full lineup at Weingarts.com.
From our family to yours, thank you for letting us serve you.
Weingarts, everything from lawn to snow.
touch, tempo, yes, yes, drop out, good. Yes, touch, play, right foot, yes. Scan, good. Touch in, play, drop your hip, right, yes, good scan. Yes. Jay, well done. Good side on touch. Play, see it, yes.
Soccer World is your #1 source for all your soccer needs. We have the largest selection of shoes with over 300 styles to choose from, replica and authentic jerseys from all over the world, plus the latest and hottest new gear before anyone else gets it. Everything for all levels of soccer players, even coaches and referees, plus a knowledgeable staff that can help you with all your soccer needs. Soccer World for all your soccer needs, located in Rochester Hills, Brighton, and Canton, or at soccerworldonline.com.
I'm Craig Hearn. Today, I'm here with the football doc, Dr. Zachary Atwood. He's going to show me some simple exercises and stretches to do before my soccer games. Because to be honest, I'm getting a little older and I need to be better prepared for these games. All right, he's got some stuff he's going to show us. Let's jump in.
What's up, guys? Dr. Zach here with Craig. We're going through a dynamic warm-up here. Super important, especially in this age group as we get older. A lot of guys that I see, they go right from their car and straight to the field without any warm-up. We want to make sure that we're getting the body warm, we're getting loose, we get the heart rate up so that we can help reduce injury. All right, guys, so I've got Craig currently doing some grass sweeps. He's doing a Frankenstein stretch, and he's also going through some pogos right now. Whoa, Craig, what the hell?
Yep, sorry, Doc. All this newfangled dynamic warm-up, this and that. What was wrong with my old warm-up? Oh, yeah, the doc was right. Definitely need the new warm-up. Oh, good Lord.
What? And I'm gonna give you one opportunity because we're friends. Winner!
Who gives a shit about where the ball's been?
Yeah, F him. They went from loving this guy, best move ever, to hating him.
I think it's the most ridiculous thing in the world.
I love it because it tells you how the game was played.
There's nowhere for him to go. Literally, I think there's one place.
You can't do that in the national team. Do I look like I'm freaking kidding?
Those things that are absolutely insane.
Successful and sexy? No. It wasn't aggravating at times? Yes.
Sorry,
that's not very fair.
It's not about being fair.
Welcome to the greatest soccer show ever.
back as the team switch sides here. Cedars taking left to right now, and Troy United in white only down a goal, 1-0, going from right to left. At the moment, it's not worth much, but at the moment, the wind has picked up and is going from left to right in Cedars' favor. But that will be short-lived, I'm sure, if the pattern continues from the first half. So Cedars kicked off the game, hosting Troy United here at Fordson High School on a beautiful summer night. And they took a 1-0 lead. They scored a goal right in the middle of the first half, 28th minute. Goal came from a pretty dangerous attacking play. Goalie made a save. Rebound came out to Rolando Benitez, and he turned it home from the center of the box with a low, hard shot straight down the middle into the space that the goalie was just occupying a second beforehand. That put the Cedars up 1-0, and Troy has not backed down by any means, but the chances have favored the Cedars as a long ball here gets ducked. Ooh, flag comes up for offsides. We'll just say coaching staff for the Cedars respectfully disagrees with the linesman, and the linesman respectively says just accept it. Play is back underway. Cedars staff not thrilled with the decision. That was a dangerous opportunity there, and Troy United's bailed out by the linesman's flag. They're still talking about it. It looks like things have calmed down, though. That's part of the game. Fortunately, we don't have VAR with Michigan Premier League, or the Midwest Premier League. And I hope we never do. Ball goes out for a Cedars throw. They take it. Strong physical play. Troy's up for the challenge, and turnover falls in the possession. They got number 9 here. Fumbles the ball a little bit, allows the Cedars players time to get back. Ball ends up number 11. Low shot. Just trickles wide to the goalie's right. Troy United have a dangerous opportunity. Looks like Cedars eliminate it, but it falls to the feet of a Troy United forward who just barely pulls it wide left. Goal kick restart. Turnover in the midfield, and Cedars have the ball yet again. We're back underway. Both teams very comfortable in possession in their back line. Very competent and confident defenders. And you can tell these guys train quite a bit because they use their body in a way that very appropriately knocks their opponent off of the ball. And you love to see the physical play, especially when it stays clean like that. You know, the teams have been very respectful for each other, coming in tough but fair. Russ been doing a pretty good job keeping things together. Troy is attacking up the left side again. Quick little step over, cuts inside. It's a great feed. Left-footed shot. Goalie makes a save and collects. Sigh of relief from the Cedars goalkeeper. And just like that, Troy they can really knife their way into your system, and they know how to put the ball in the net. So both goalies have had some work to do so far in this game. Quick restart. Troy switches the ball right into the midfield. Ooh, lunging tackle, keeps it. Sheds another player, takes a shot. Right into the arms of the goalkeeper. Strong play from Troy United's midfield. Cedars up to the task. We got another turnover in the midfield. Troy in possession. Playing in white from right to left. Long ball, I think everyone here knew that one was offsides, including the Troy attacker. Flag goes up. Free kick Cedars. This give and goes in the midfield for the Cedars. Quick and sharp. A lot of players making strong runs off the ball. A lot of options. Troy sticks a tackle. Back in possession. One ball to the forward. Collected by the Cedars defender. Passes it back to the goalie. Goalie knocks it out. Says, you can have this throw, Troy. And they take it. We're back. Looks like gearing up for a cross. In the corner of the box. No, it's a shot. Just doesn't lean into it enough, and that ball sails over the center of the goal. Troy have created a flurry of opportunities in the first 5 minutes here of the second half. Here comes Cedars. Calm and quick. Switch and play from left to right. He's got an open runner on the right. Chooses to shoot instead. I think this might be offsides. Flag stays down. Throw in Cedars. Yeah, when Cedars attack, they've got runners coming on all sides. A lot of different options. Here comes the cross. Header! Wide of the goal. Doesn't matter anyways, because the flag comes up. Looks like Cedars were just offsides by a stride. Got his head on it. Didn't quite put it on target. Troy goalkeeper was in position to deal with it, but you never know with those headers. Those are tough to gather for goalkeepers because you can't really guess from the positioning where that ball's going to go. Sometimes the forwards don't even know as they're taking the header. They're just crossing their fingers, put that thing on frame. Dangerous opportunity. Tough skill to master. Cedars have some good hold-up play, but it's fumbled. Sliding challenge. Waved off by the ref. Troy picks up possession pretty high up the field, and they've got numbers. Got the ball on the right side. Cuts inside with a nice roll. Low shot. Whoa. Just kisses the post and rolls out for a Cedars goal kick. Troy United already have generated more opportunities in the first 7 minutes of this second half than the entire first half. That halftime talk must have lit a fire because they're looking real strong. Big change of possession here. We got Cedars attacking 3v3. Does not make the right decision on that one, I'll say. That ball rolls out for a Troy goal kick. That was a dangerous opportunity. Goalie takes it a little quick. Oh, there's 2 balls on the field. So we got short stoppage here. Thanks for joining us on We Are Soccer. We've got some great sponsors and some great teams here. Another change of possession right in the midfield. Long ball. Troy United attacking up the left side. Cuts to the right, cuts to the left. Low left shot. Great positioning by the goalkeeper. And he collects it. Dangerous shot going to the near post. It's a good opportunity. And good goalkeeping. Yeah, We Are Soccer made possible by our sponsors, Soccer World. They got 3 locations. So wherever you are in Metro Detroit, Locations in Rochester, Brighton, and Canton. They're always 30 minutes away from a soccer world, and they've got anything and everything you could possibly need for the game, regardless of the level of play. Great group of guys. Definitely worth a visit. Or, if you're not in Metro Detroit, soccerworld.net. Cedars attack here. Once again in black, left to right. And here comes yellow card number 4. This time to Troy's number 3. Strong challenge from behind. Cedars player takes the opportunity to take a quick nap. I'm sure that one hurt. Right in the back. He's on his feet. That's Hassan Daoud, the recipient of a strong challenge to the back. Shakes it off. We're going to have a free kick here from about 50 yards out. And just judging from the way we're lined up, this is not going to be going long into the box, and we're probably going to see a possession pass short by the Cedars just to get play going in the midfield. Yep, short little pass. Shoots it off to the left. They're really stretching the field. Sideline to sideline. Pass it around to the middle. Quick little move. Looking for a give and go. Just misses his target. And Cedars retain possession. Pretty sure he just passed it to the ref there. Ref says, no thanks. That one ends up in Troy's feet. They try a counterattack, but Cedars come back and gobble it up. Cedars got the ball. Cedars FC, based out of Dearborn. Long left-footed shot. That's not going in unless the goalie is napping on the post, which he is not. Collected that one very calmly, and Troy's back in possession. Troy had a bit of a drive to get here, maybe 30, 45 minutes, pretty much straight south to this beautiful complex, Fortson High School. Great turf field. Really great if you like tractors. Got at least 2 of them on the field, since that is the mascot of Fortson High School. So if you're just joining us, we got Cedars FC hosting Troy United. Cedars in black going left to right. Troy in white going right to left. Both teams with a pair of yellows. Not mean yellows, just strong yellows. Cedars cuts in a little, weaving his way into the box. Snuffs it out. Another long shot straight to the goalie. I'm going to let you guys in on a secret. If you want to score from distance, don't shoot it at the guy in pink. Troy's got the ball again. A little bit of back and forth here in the midfield. Cedars got 5 players around the ball there. They are not messing around on defense here. Working hard to protect their 1-0 lead. Their goal coming to them in the 28th minute from Rolando Benitez. Only goal of the game so far. Oh, flag comes up for offsides. Cedars player coasts up the field. Slices between 2 Troy players. Calmly tucks the ball into the back of the net for no points, as he's flagged for offsides. Troy's attacking up the right side here, looking for an incisive pass. Snuffed out by the Cedars defender, who promptly gets a cleat to the ankle. Goes down. Just a foul. Got a Cedars free kick coming out of the back line. We Are Soccer, bringing you this Midwest Premier League match. Two strong teams. Both have logged a win already. Troy United beating a pretty solid side, Futsal Factory, 4-1. And more notably, Cedars taking it to the defending champions at Inter Detroit, 6-2. And here they come, looking to add to that goal tally. Flat ball across. You got to be cleaner in possession, and you got numbers like that. But beautiful move by Cedars player, ends up at a Troy's defender's foot. We got a battle for possession up the field. Troy wins that one. Outside the foot pass to the center forward, gets clipped away. You know, Cedars' back line was rocking pretty hard in the first couple minutes of the second half as Troy really threw some great attacks together, just whipping the shots in, barely missing the goal 3 or 4 times. Goalie's making a couple good saves as well, and Cedars look to have rectified that situation, and they've been snuffing things out a little further upfield now. Not going to leave it up to chance. Cedars attack up the left side. Low cross. Defender pops up in the air. Goalie claims it, but lands out of bounds, and we have a Cedars corner kick. The first corner of the game, actually, for the Cedars. They've had some long throws in the first half, but this one's coming from the left side in-swinger to the far post. They got a tall center forward who found it, but not a whole lot to be done there. Goes out for a goal kick. Quick word from our sponsors, Next Level Training. One of the elite training programs in the country. Ooh, bad turnover. Cedars attacking up the right side. Low cross to the middle of the box. 16 takes it in. Shot takes a deflection. Acrobatic. Whoa, not quite a bicycle kick, but we got some acrobatics there from our center forward, Cedar center forward. And that's Ahmed Zreek. Just wide of the net, though. Yeah, Next Level Training. Take your game to the next level with Michigan's premier soccer trainers. They do small group sessions, camps. They have a long list of supreme athletes that train with them. Entire nationals contending organizations sending their college players up to Michigan to Next Level Training. They've got a great program. Certainly worth checking out at nextleveltraining.com. Cedars in possession. Middle of the field. They kick it off to the right. Right mid taking at him with pace. Cuts inside. Just coasting past defenders. 1, 2, 3, 4 defenders and lifts a shot over the left corner of the goal. A lot of quality on the ball. Just couldn't sharpen the knife there. This one stays 1-0. 64 minutes in. Troy with the goal kick. Goes out for a throw-in to the Cedars, and we're back in play quickly. Good switching ball to the left side. They've got a runner coming over the overlap. He sees him. Oof, incisive pass. Goalie comes out to sniff it out. And we have a foul. Interesting. Cedars with a beautifully weighted through ball. And the forward gets on the end of it and goes to lift it past the goalkeeper, but he does a great job coming out, controlled, keeps his body up, stays big, knocks that one down, and the ensuing cross is whistled for a foul on the Cedars forward. Great goaltending from Troy United's captain. Troy takes a throw, and we got the ball back in play. We see a long ball up the middle. That one's never really quite looked like it was going to connect with its target. And Cedars eat it up, only to give it back away in the midfield. Another through ball attempt. Good win by Troy United midfield. Little flick here coming up the left side. And Cedars defender gets back to sweep that one up. Knock it out for a corner. So Troy United ready for a corner here. They're sending quite a few players forward, as is no surprise to any of us here. They're searching for an equalizer, and they've proven already they're well capable of getting some shots on frame. Cedars have been dealing with the pressure, though. In-swinger comes in, finds the Cedars defender's head, and we're back at the halfway line, and Troy's goalie pops it up, little 50-50 freebie. Cedars player finds some contact, not enough for a foul. This one goes out for a throw-in. And if you are looking into injury prevention, this game is brought to us by the Football Doc. And Dr. Zach Atwood knows his stuff. It's all about injury prevention, coming back from injuries the right way to keep you on the field. Delivers unparalleled care to his athletes. Definitely worth a peek. He's got a great social media account. Shows different stretches, different things you can do to come back from injuries, or you can find him on thefootballdoc.com. The Football Doc. That's TheFutboldoc.com with Dr. Zach Atwood. It's nice to see physical therapy with a focus on injury prevention in addition to coming back from injury. The best way to come back from an injury is to not get injured in the first place. I mean, I'm not a doctor, but I'm assuming that's the best way. 67th minute here. Troy throwing. Lot of noise in the first 6 or 7 minutes of the second half, and it's died off a little bit. Cedars have had some good opportunities. Troy sniffing around the goal. And at 1-0, you'd have to say, I don't think either team's very comfortable with this scoreline. Certainly not Troy. They'd love to see the ball hit the net to at least tie this up and share the spoils, but yep, pretty quick foul there from Cedars' Hassan Daoud. Troy United with another free kick. You know, so far this officiating crew's been doing a pretty great job. Troy player gets tripped up, free kick, 25 yards out or so off to the right side. Well, this is a dangerous spot, and Cedars is not letting them take it quick, and I've seen the cards come out in this type of situation where you go to take a quick one and you just stand there. You really have to give them some space. It's okay to stand in front of the ball as long as you're kind of backing up. And I'd imagine as the ref comes in to walk off the 10 yards, he's probably got a word or two in the ear of the Cedars player, letting him know exactly that. Ooh, great ball in. The Troy United forward gets his head on it, and it just squirts barely wide to the left of the goal. And that's been the issue here for Troy. Maybe they got to scoot that goal over a few inches because If that Cedars goal was to the right, just 6 inches, we'd have about 3 goals on our hands here for Troy United. They are really flirting with the corners of the goal, and I would be very surprised if this one goes another 20 minutes without another goal. Got a beautiful summer night, lights are on, perfect temperature, little breeze, beautiful facility. As I was just mentioning, a great officiating crew. Seem to be really consistent with their calls. The communication between these officials is constant and seems to be doing the job. We've had 4 yellow cards so far, 2 to each team, and not a whole lot of complaints about them. It's pretty clear fouls. Nothing violent happening here. This has been a tough, crunching game, and I think both teams have been pretty happy with the crew. Little foul there. Cedars trying to attack up the middle. Ref's having a word with the midfielders of Troy United. Doesn't look like he appreciates some of the comments being made. Nothing of it. Has a quick word. Ball's back in play. Cedars in possession. There's a foul. Here we go. Cedars free kick. 40 yards out. And I agree with that decision, actually. The ref pulls out his yellow, tosses it to number 8 and on Troy United. And, you know, the foul was right on the border of being a card. And then right at the end there, just kind of bounces the ball over to the player who's on the ground. Nothing much in it, but I think the ref takes that as the straw that broke the camel's back, and a little too disrespectful maybe, and pulls out the yellow. That's the yellow number 5. So Cedars lead on the scoreboard. Ooh, great ball in swinger. Tall center forward gets up, gets his head on the ball, and it gets collected by Troy's goalkeeper. Seems very calm and comfortable in net. He's keeping this one close. Still 1-0. Troy's attacking now up the right side. They've got numbers. Passing the ball around. Gets a shot off. Takes a little deflection. Goalie didn't know much about it. Good reaction save there. Keeps it on the ground and picks it up to keep it 1-0, but looks like Cedars are gearing up for another sub. Number 6, Harun Oda, is going to be coming in. He's carrying a yellow from the first half. Subs in. He was a key center defensive mid in the first half for the Cedars. A lot of their possession passing all seemed to go through him. A lot of strong long balls, and he picked up the first yellow in the 15th minute. Certainly, we would hope to avoid any second yellows or reds. This has been a very respectful game, strongly fought. Cedars win possession deep up the field, right along the goal line. Knock it back to a forward. And Troy does just enough to regain possession, and they pick up a little bit of contact from the Cedars player, and he sees a yellow. That one might have been the softest yellow so far today. But number 16 for the Cedars picks up the game's 6th yellow card in the 73rd minute. Maybe the ref just wanted it to be an even balance. You know? 3 cards to each team. We'll see the ball come back in play from Troy's defense. Plays it all the way up to the center forward, drops it off. Good hold-up play, and there you got numbers going for it. They're streaming forward. There's 5 Troy United players to the 4 Cedars defenders. Cedars do a great job bringing that under control, knocks it out near the halfway line for another throw. Troy United back in possession. Still 1-0. 15 minutes to go, and maybe a little bit of fun stoppage time sprinkled on at the end. Some physical play. It goes out for a goal kick. Short word from Cedars midfield. Just asking of the ref, hey, what gives? That was a little heavy. Ref's explaining it. Always nice when the center ref gives the context behind his decisions or lack thereof, and certainly helps keep the game calm, level. Here the Cedars come up the right side. There's some holes in this back line. They switch over to the left to a wide open player, walks into the 18, and he turns that one home. We got goal number 2 here. The Cedars take a 2-0 lead on a counter. And honestly, looked like Troy just didn't have enough numbers streaming back to deal with the attack. Cedars move the ball quickly, smartly from left to right, right to left, and waltz into the box. And arrows that one home. Hit that back right, upright of the goal. Not a whole lot the goalie can do about that. He was alone. Beautiful finish. 2-0 game here. Cedars hosting Troy United. Great goal. Ball rolls out of play again for Cedars throw. Cedars look to attack quickly, and Troy says, no thank you. Picks up the ball, plays it up to the right mid. He's pushing one-on-one with the Cedars back line. Tries to save it. And that slowly trickles out for a corner kick. Troy United have had their fair share of corners. Haven't done any damage on them yet, but corners a dangerous opportunity in this sport. And you can't sleep on them. Like Troy's stacking a couple players in the box, and they got one sitting on the far side. I call him the garbage man. This one goes a little bit too short. Cedars deals with it, heads it off of the Troy United player. And that one goes out for a goal kick. Cedars with a big cross. Doesn't quite make it. Here we go, up the right side again, number 16. He's been causing some problems for him. Number 16's got some speed here. That's Mabruk Salah, and he's quick. I'm pretty sure he never stops running, from what I can tell at least. And he's a danger up that right side. He picks up the ball again here inside the box. Dribbles out, passes it off to the left. You got it right near the top of the box, off to the left side, cuts inside. Center back from Troy says, that won't fly. And this one goes out. Troy has a goal kick. So far today we've got 2 goals. Still got another 12 plus minutes. But 28th minute, Number 15 on the Cedars, Rolando Benitez, turns home a rebound from the top of the box. Hard, low shot. Here comes Troy up the right side. Not a lot of options in the middle, but he finds one of them. Doesn't really take it in, and Cedars deals with it. Second goal of the game coming in the 71st minute. Excuse me, 74th minute. Number 7, Ahmad Hamad. He picks up a pass from Mabruk Salah and rifles it into the right side of the goal. We've got a pretty ugly challenge, you know, probably for the first time today. For the first time today, that foul from Cedars number 15, Rolando Benitez, looked to have a little too much malice in it, and right in front of the Troy United bench. Ref is hot on the scene. Diffuses that situation pretty quickly. The first sniff of ugliness, though. And hopefully this one doesn't get any out of order here. We got Cedars attacking quickly. 16 streaking up the line. Oh, he outpaces his center back. Wow. He outpaces the center back, but 30 yards out from goal is Troy United's goalkeeper, coming out to play sweeper keeper and neutralizes the situation. That was anything can happen when the goalie is that far out of his box, but smart play from the goalkeeper to keep this one within arm's reach. 2-0 Cedars. Troy on the attack yet again. Pass it off to the right side. Cuts in on the center back. Plays it across. Number 6, Troy United. Slowing it down a little bit. Tries the ball over the top. Everyone's offsides. Not interested. Goal kick. Cedars. Got a sub coming in for the Cedars. And they sub out Mabruk Salah, who did his fair share of damage in this game. Dynamic player, making a difference on the field with an assist for goal number 2, and he takes a seat. Well-deserved rest. Oof. Cedars defender under a little bit of pressure. Just gets enough on it to knock it back to the goalkeeper. Plays a long ball. Long ball hits a Troy United player. Bounces to Cedars player. We have turnover number 4 million in the midfield in this game. Cedars back in possession. Oh, they got numbers here. Oh, great through ball. That's coming from Hassan Daoud, and that was a dangerous pass. It could have been 3-0 easily. The Cedars forward was a little sharper on the situation, but instead we've got Troy thinking about attacking up the left side. Doesn't connect. Nothing coming of it. Cedars ball. Here comes another sub. This is Mohamed Anani. This sub is going to take a short pause as he removes a necklace that was spotted by the 4th official. Puts it in his bag, back to the halfway line, and I'm sure the next opportunity we will see Mohamed Anani enter the fray to help see this one out. 2-0 lead by the Cedars. Playing with the ball in the back line. That's another giveaway. No. Great recovering run by Cedars midfielder Ahmad Hamad. Now he's the Tacking up the right side. Strong play. I respectfully disagree, but the official flags that down as too mean. Extended arm is the signal given, and foul goes in favor of Troy, who get it quickly underway, and now they attack from the right side. Whoa, beautiful possession. There comes another yellow. This one, I think that was number 14, the Cedars. Did not get a good look. The Troy forward shows a flash of skill as he tries to bring the ball down with his heel. And number 14 from the Cedars bowls him down and picks up, what is that, the 7th yellow of the game? In the 84th minute. Cedars dominating the stat sheet here with 4 yellows and 2 goals. Troy with 3 yellows and a chance at goal. That was not a chance, though. Did not go in the goal or through the uprights, and we have a goal kick for the Cedars. You know what he's trying to do, bend that ball from right to left, try to get it to dip over the wall and into the right side of that goal, but that is a tough skill and does not always work out even for the professional elite. Certainly not in this Midwest Premier League match. It was not to be. Cedars forward finds the ball, finds himself on sides. There's a handball. It's unlucky. Cedars striker on sides, receives the ball. Passes a high one over to Ahmad Hamad, who goes to collect it, but accidentally knocks it off of his arm. Correctly whistled for a handball. And yet another free kick for Troy. And we got a handball going the other way. Troy forward gets his elbow on it. Now, as is usually the case in the 86th minute of any game, we're starting to see some frustration from both teams. But this game is really opening up for the Cedars, and they play another through ball to Ahmad, and goal number 3. That's his second goal of the game. Ahmad Hamad finds the ball in another delicious situation, and he does his thing. Slots that one home. Pass came from Hassan Daoud. Man. Oh, we've got a yellow. Just to keep things fun. Yellow card as well to Hassan, or Ahmad. Ahmad, I'm assuming for the celebration. Didn't quite catch what he did, but yellow card nonetheless in the 87th minute to go with his goal. We got a 3-0 game here, and that will probably do it for the Cedars. They are comfortably coasting their way to the finish line with a 3-0 lead as the seconds trickle off the clock here. Troy's got the ball, sending a lot of players forward. They do not want to go home with a goose egg. Let's see what they can do about it here. Unfortunately, sending as many players forward as they have certainly aided the Cedars in these massive gaps that they found in the second half on the counter. They are sending numbers forward. They're not shy, attacking with 3, 4, 5 guys against Troy's back 3. This one is flagged offsides. That is the correct call. Despite protests from the Cedars, I will confidently say, thanks to these football lines on the field, clearly offsides by half a hash mark. All right, ball's back in play. We're in the final minute of regulation time here in a Midwest Premier League match between two strong sides. Troy United visiting Cedars FC at Fordson High School in Dearborn. And Troy tried to skim it off to the right. A little too much juice. That one goes out for a Cedars throw. Troy picks up possession and gives it back. Here come the Cedars. Great tackle by a Troy midfielder. Those are tough. That sliding challenge from behind, you really have to get it absolutely perfect to stay out of the book. And he did that. I mean, sliding in, clean, no contact whatsoever. Great to see. Unfortunately, nothing comes of the possession, and the ball is now in the Cedars goalkeeper's hands. Places it on the ground. Flick on to a very fast center forward who beats the goalie and beats himself with a move. Strong tackle. No whistle. Love it. He's going for his hat trick here. He coasts into the box. Shedding tacklers. Left-footed shot. Side netting. And we have a hat trick hero here in Hamad. He has not cashed in his tokens lightly. I will say these counterattacks have so much open space as Troy's throwing players forward to try anything to get on the board. I mean, Hamad is just eating them up on the counter. Quick on the ball. Cuts in from right to left. Shedding tacklers, shedding tackler, shedding tackler. Finds a little gap on the left side there. Hits a left-footed shot low into the right corner side netting. And you have to say 4-0 to the Cedars. And really, it's been a game of Cedars scored first. Troy pushed for the equalizer. Cedars punished them for the push. Here comes Troy. Low cross to the right. Collects it. Lays it off with the heel. And they got themselves a goal now. Beautiful assist. Short amount of time between those two goals. You can't say that we're looking at a comeback here. It's a little late in the day, but here we are in the 92nd minute. Low cross comes in from the right side. Number 4 finds it. Little heel pass. Number 22. Goal. Four to 1. There goes that clean sheet. And we suspected this would be a high-scoring affair. Not disappointed. 5-goal game here in Dearborn, Michigan, as Cedars look to see out this one against Troy United with a 4-1 lead. We've had a pretty clean game, lots of attacks, and lots of turnovers. Cedars have capitalized more so than Troy on those turnovers, finding acres of space and doing the most with it. Goals so far. Cedars number 15 scores halfway through the first half, and then second goal doesn't come until the 74th minute of the game. And it was going to be the first of 3 for Ahmad Hamad as he scores in the 74th, 87th, and 91st minute to take a 4-0 lead, which lasted about 45 seconds before Troy responded with a goal of their own. 4-1. Some hold-up play by the Cedars here in the midfield. Just trying to see this one through. He's got about 3 best friends hugging him. No call. Here comes Troy. Plays it off to the left. Let's see if they can cap on with another goal. Cut this one down. They got the ball in the box. Looking for a recipient. Good cross. Header. And that one goes wide. You got to say, that's one you got to turn home. Not saying the headers are easy, but when no one's around you and you're on the top of the 6, you hope that one hits the net. Stays 4-1, and that's the game. Once again, thanks for joining us on We Are Soccer. Here in Dearborn, Cedars take down Troy United 4-1 on the shoulders of a hat trick from Ahmad Hamad. Scored the game winner in the 74th minute, and 2 more just for giggles to take his hat trick home with him. And he's going to cherish that ball as Cedars pick up their 2nd win in 2024 Midwest Premier League play to go up 2-0. Troy falls to 1-1. Thanks again. Quick word from our sponsors. We've got Soccer World. If you guys are looking for some soccer gear, visit Soccer World, 3 Metro Detroit locations, Rochester, Brighton, and Canton, or visit them online. Next Level Training. Take your game to the next level with Michigan's premier soccer trainers. For more info and locations, visit them at nextleveltraining.com. And the Football Doc. Check them out, social media, or at thefootballdoc.com. Dr. Zach Atwood delivers unparalleled care to his athletes, guiding them back to the pitch and empowering them to stay there with confidence. Learn more at thefootballdoc.com. This is Ben Leitner with We Are Soccer, and thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time.